Hello and welcome to my phonetics channel. Now I am going to talk about the lateral sounds. The lateral consonant sounds for the letter L. I will talk about the sound of the letter L. Of course, everybody knows the letter L. This is the letter L. This is the letter L. Of course, everybody knows the letter L. I will talk about three things as usual, which are voicing, place of articulation, and manner of articulation. Voicing, L is voiced. L is voiced. The sound of L is a voiced sound. Pay attention that what is a sound symbol for L? We draw two lines. L is a consonant letter. The sound symbol for L is also L. The sound symbol for L is also L. Okay. Place of articulation. Which two organs of speech touches each other when we say L sound? First, in the light L, we say L, 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 L. We can also say like this. L, L. We can also say like this. We put the tip of the tongue between the upper teeth and the lower teeth and say it like this. L, L, L. It gives us the same sound as L, L, L. So here when we say L, L, pay attention to my mouth. L, 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 L. The tip of the tongue L, L, touches the alveolar ridge. L, L. So it's alveolar. So place of articulation is alveolar. Place of articulation is alveolar. Manner of articulation. The way these two organs of speech behave to produce a sound. When we say L, L, the tongue is blocking the air passage. L, where is the air passage? The air passage is along the mouth, along inside the mouth, it's along the inside of the mouth, it's like this. L, you see my tongue? L, blocking the mouth inside. L, so, but air is allowed to escape around the side of the tongue. Air is allowed to escape along the side or to escape from around the side of the tongue. The tongue is blocking the air passage, but the air is allowed to escape around the sides of the mouth, the sides of the tongue. So L, manner of articulation is lateral. So what is lateral? When the tongue is blocking the air. Lateral when the tongue is blocking the air passage, but the air is allowed to escape through. When we say O, the tongue is blocking the air passage. O, the tongue is blocking the air passage. The sound is produced by the air escapes around the sides of the tongue. O, like this. Okay. Now we will talk about. Let's see some examples of L letter. L has two different sounds. There is a light L and there is a dark L. So, there is a light L. There is a light L and there is a dark L. There is a light L and there is a dark L. When the light L happens, when it comes at the beginning of the word, light L starts the word. the word. It's like light, like the word light, like the word light, like the word life, like the word life. When L starts the word, like light, life. So the sound of L is light. The sound of L here at the beginning of the word life. Also L comes at the end of the word. L at the end. But before L, okay. What is the dark L? L, the dark L. When L comes at the end of the word, L comes at the end of the word. Before L is a diphthong. Before L is a diphthong or long vowel. So when L is dark, L becomes dark when we have a diphthong or when we have a long vowel before the L. Let's see an example. Okay. Now, you will not understand this unless I write the example on the board. Now we have the word feel. Now we have the word feel. Now I tell you, transcribe the word. What are you going to do? You are going to draw two lines like this. Now what does transcribing mean? To write down the sound symbol for each letter in the word. So first we will start with the first letter in the word, which is F. Which is F. What is the sound for F? It is F. What is the sound symbol for F? It is the same as the word. This one. Now, what is the final letter in the word? It is L. It is L. So, this one is L. What is the sound symbol for L? It is L. L sound symbol is always the same as the letter. L sound symbol is always the same as the letter. So the sound symbol for L is L. But what sound of L? This is a different issue which we will now discuss. Okay, now we have finished the sound for F. Now we have said the sound of L. Now what remains in the word? E, double E. Remains double E. So what is the sound of this double E? We have finished the sound of F. We have finished the sound of L. That is finished and that is finished. What remains? E, double E. Double E. So the sound of F is F. Is so feel, feel, feel. Where now? Fee. So we have double E. The sound of double E is E. The sound of double E is E. So this is a sound symbol for E. E. Fee. Oh, what is the sound of L here? L here. What is this? This is a long vowel. I told you when L comes at the end of the word and before it a long vowel, so L is a dark L. So what is the sound of L? The sound of L is a like O vowel. It's a like O vowel. What do I mean by that? Write O here. Write small O here. When you write small O here, no, like this. Write small O here beside L letter. Okay? Now pronounce each letter. Feel. Got it? E. O. This O. I wrote it down. O. 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 L, the sound of the normal L, the sound of the light L. Before it, the sound of O vowel. So, E, O, L. So, feel, feel, feel. All. What is all that you're saying? What is O here? O. This is a dark L. It is a like O vowel. This is the O vowel. O vowel. So when we see a long vowel or a diphthong before L, we should. So there is another sound, a third sound between L and E and the long vowel, which is O, sound. O, O, O. But it's not there. It is not represented by a symbol. It's only said with our mouth. So it is now. So the sound of L here, before we say the sound of L, which is L, we say O, O, L, O, L, O, L. So E, O, L, O, L. So now pronounce E, O. Now that we have finished our lesson for today, I hope that you understood my lesson and we have got my idea and that you have understood everything. Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.